I need serenity. I got a lot on my mind that just seem to be pressing me mentally. I don't think anyone around me that's out here been matching my energy. I'm trying to move out the way of the things that I know isn't meant for me. I tell you simply, I've been looking for the spring showers, May flowers, happy hours. I've been looking for the spring showers, May flowers, happy hours. Yeah.
Oh. I don't hear anything.
That was the best.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm sorry. We're knocking stuff over here.
I'm just broke something. I don't know what happened. The mic can check 1 2. Make sure it's not broken.
Welcome back, guys. This is the Happy Hour Show. This is Pam Rosario.
It's Rose Garcia. We don't know what we're doing right now.
We're here with the lovely Brittany Jay.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. We're having like all these technical difficulties. It's like on purpose because you're here, so like everything's going wrong.
It's fine, but you just gotta roll with the punches. You know? That's it. You should see some of the things I go through. Yes, thank you.
So my headset that wasn't working. I had to switch with Mr. CEO over here. He don't need him anyway.
I'm not even good. Go ahead.
What? Say it.
No, I think it got disconnected somehow when you was charging.
So it was that serious. I had to charge my phone, and I think that in plugging in my phone, I disconnected my headset.
She gonna mess herself up.
Gotta slow down.
I mean, I had like 2%. It's
And the
important
champ
to have
was trying to warn you,
yeah.
but he wasn't listening.
So, Brittany, tell us a little bit about you. This is about you. It's not about us and our technicalities here.
Okay, what exactly would you like to know?
So, tell us a day in the life of Miss Brittany Jay.
Okay, well, it's not that fabulous. You make it sound like I'm on TV or something. So, yes, I am Brittany Jay. I am on Hot93.7 with, thank you so much for the applause. That's awesome. I am on Monday through Friday with Big Man and Rex the Beast from 10 a to 2 p on Hot93.7, and also have my own slot on Saturday mornings at the crack of dawn 6 a.
I be seeing you with your toe tapping.
Yeah, my little,
I
little
be
feet
seeing
crazy. No, honestly, that started because I was literally delirious. Like, I'm like, bruh, it's the crack of dawn. I'm literally up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I live in Bridgeport.
Right.
So I'm driving up there. I'm like, this is boring. It's dark in the hallways. Like, I gotta do something.
And you're by yourself at that time?
By myself at that time, yeah.
So you just put the
Me and
camera.
like one random engineer, and I put the camera up on the floor, and that's how, because I was like, I can't put it up here because then I can see my feet, so I just made it a feet video. I don't know.
I was like, yes, Brittany, girl, I see you.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, I don't be up that early, but I definitely catch the time.
Yeah.
Girl, my daughters are up early, so I'm up with you. I'll be up at like 7, so So I listen to you in the mornings too, because that's the only thing I can do at that time. Everyone else is sleeping.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
how did Hot93.7 happen? Is that always been something that you wanted to do?
Honestly, I wanted to do radio when I was in college, and then I kind of was turned off by it because I went to college in DC, so it was like a top 8 market. So it's super competitive, and it's sis, I don't got the energy. I barely wanted to be in college in the first place. So
I'm only here for the boys.
I applied to college. I was like 15 years old applying to college. I left at 17, so my mind was still partying.
Right.
I wasn't, I just went because I was smart enough to go. You know what I'm saying? I went to Howard, by the way.
Oh, good for you. That's a good school.
Yeah, so I was just there because I was smart. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I'm not even trying to.
Did you study communication?
I actually did. I was like, I know it's something in this. I went because Diddy went there and Felicia Rashad went there.
Okay.
Hey.
That's more than enough reason.
That's enough reason for you to go.
The only school I applied to outside of Connecticut. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just see what happens. And my GPS. That Moscato, shout out Ben Flip, Crazy, and whoever. But my GPA was good enough, so they messed with me. So, but anyway, I thought about it, and I was like, whatever, this is washed. We had an AM station in DC. I'm like, ain't nobody listening to this. So I just did it. I'm like, I'm gonna just do PR or something. I like doing events and stuff like that. So boom. So I'm still in DC, graduated with a degree in PR. And I'm not finding any work because it's a competitive market, right? So it's like a month, So it's like 2 months straight. I'm working at a restaurant. I lost my apartment, all this other stuff. So I started applying to jobs in Connecticut and New York. I go back and forth. Every Saturday I'm catching like the midnight mega bus back up here so I can do interviews. And then on Tuesday I would go back, and the same week for like 2 months straight I'm doing that. And I finally got a job at an advertising agency in Norwalk. 2.5 years later, I get laid off, which was a blessing in disguise because I hated that place. Anyway. But I'm like, I got benefits, I got a salary. Like, oh my God. But when I lost it, I was like, I'm never going to work a job I can't stand again. Yeah. So I'm just hustling. I'm learning how to bartend. I'm working at different restaurants. And then I applied to CBS Radio as a street teamer.
Define what a street teamer is. I was just going to say, can you define what a street teamer is?
It's basically like the radio stations have clients, and the clients have events like grand openings. So like my very first street team event was Dunkin' Donuts. And we set up a tent and music like, oh, come win a pencil.
I've seen them.
One of those.
That's what they're called.
Yeah, so that's street team or promo team. Yeah. So I started doing that. This is October 2015. So 3 months later, I happen to be in the parking lot. I see DJ Buck. Shout out to DJ Buck for holding me down. Saw some talent. And he was like, I was telling him how I saw his daughter. I told him how I saw his daughter, like in Bridgeport. I'm like, what was she doing all the way down there? Blah, 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 blah. The very next day, he calls. He's like, hey, this is DJ Buck from Hot93.7. I'm like,
Okay.
So he's like, have you ever thought about doing radio? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, like, of course. Like, I'm not going to tell you no. Yeah. So, but originally when I interviewed, I was like, I want to be the girl that runs the Grammys. That was my mind frame, but he saw something different. So he put me with Kid Fresh at night, but that was literally just like digital producing, putting stuff on the website. And then a few months later, I'm like, yo, I want to keep learning. I'm not really learning anything in this position. And it's at night, everybody's gone. I want to be in the mix. So he was like, all right, I'm going to put you with Big Man. Boom. So same thing on the computer. So he was like, all right, well, I want you to tell people what you're posting on the internet. I was like, all right, this is like a weekend. He was like, you ready? I'm like, okay. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
So, seriously, it's my mic con, okay? So,
we're live. Just keep in mind.
So, he was like, all right, cool. Like, this is the day you can do it. So I'm like, all right, boom. Mic went up. I was nervous, but when the mic went on, it was like, all right, let's do or die. So I just started going like, it's Brittany Jay with your tea for the day, and and I started talking trash. Like just naturally the way I'm talking to you guys.
Right.
And they came back, they were like, yo, you're crazy. We didn't know. And ever since then, it was Brittany Jay with your tea for the day every single day.
Your energy is incredible. That's why you I can feel it.
It's definitely the energy. I can definitely see it too.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of confused.
No, it's a good crazy. We love the energy though. Definitely love the energy.
We do.
Yeah, that's a long story. And that same day, I'm sorry to keep adding on. That same day, I got into an accident on the highway.
No.
Route 8, sis. Okay.
Oh my God. Route 8.
I live in Bridgeport, Connect I Cut. Okay, that is not. Okay, that is at the bottom of the state.
Connect to Cut. What do you think? We're in Brookfield. Hello.
Right, but so the job is in Farmington. I've never been to Farmington before. Okay, so I'm driving. It's like 50 miles, so I'm on my way back. It's like a freezing rain or whatever, so the ground's slippery. And I'm on Route 8. It's completely dark out there, and I just hydroplane, and I hit a car. They're fine. Everything. It was like a dent, and then I like spun out. And I think I was able to stop before I hit the ramp. And I'm Route 8, and Route 8 is just like cliff, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, and this was before I even spoke to Buck, anything. I'm just like, my life is in shambles. But little did I know, it was because I was gonna need a new car to be driving up there every day.
That's what it was. God was putting you in the right place.
He doing.
He was like, we gonna stop you from driving this car, because if I don't do this, you never gonna let it go.
I was driving an 07 Acura with over 100,000 miles. There was no way I was gonna be able to beat the highway up and down the way I'm doing it right now. I wouldn't have been able to come to Brookfield tonight. Okay? So it's the whole story to me. Like when I think back on it, it's like I wouldn't even know that was gonna happen.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great story. It's definitely.
Honestly, I don't get that out often. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, anytime you want to come, you can come here and vent. We can have tea time with wine and whatever you want.
Yes.
We got you. So, I had another question. Hold on. What is the future? What do you see yourself doing in the future? Like, what is your dream goal?
Okay, I'm still mapping that out. Because for a long time while I was doing this radio thing, that I'll keep it up with y'all, I don't get paid well at all. I'm not a full-timer, I'm a part-timer who happens to be able to work there 6 days a week. So most of the time I'm always working a different job. I mean, I worked at both casinos, bartending, girl. Like when I tell you.
That's a commute from Bridgeport, Connect to Cut?
Yeah. Connect to Cut, like no, sis. I tried everything. I did the casinos, I did
But you put yourself out there.
Everything.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
that's so good.
Because I'm trying to find something that would hold me over until this radio thing pop. And the more time it takes, I'm like, all right, I need to be more serious. Because there's nothing, first of all, I already know what I'm put on this earth to do. So I'm not going to be happy doing nothing else.
Right.
So I'm catching attitudes with the managers and all these other places. I'm like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
So
good
now
for you that you have the confidence to do that. Because
Yeah,
that takes a lot of confidence.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Once you know, that's it.
Absolutely. And once you broke, you know.
Yes, girl. You gotta
be
do
broken happy, then broken mad at everybody.
It's
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So right now, my goal is I'm just trying to build my own name up. Because I love working at Hot93.7, and that's the. Okay. I love working there. I want to dive deeper in my role there. Like, I want to be like, I'm technically a producer that talks. So I want to be the best producer that they have at that station. I want to be a personality, but I think I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I'm thinking about.
Oh my God, that'd be so
right?
good.
Y'all go watch it.
Yeah,
it's
so good.
Oh my God. Yo, he's Aggie. So I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel and figuring out what what I'm gonna do there. But I feel like I got the potential to be a Charlemagne, but less hated. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like a combination.
People actually love Charlemagne though.
Yeah, no, I read his book. That book changed my life. It changed my whole perspective. That's why I was able to let them other jobs go. Because I'm like, yo, when your path is already designed for you, there's nothing else. Anything else is extraneous. Yeah. So I mean, I still do like doing the background things too. So I would like to be at this stage, like at this station, I would like to be like the TT Torres. If y'all know who that is from Hot93.7, she's an on-air personality, but on the weekends, and then she runs the whole Who's Next. So she puts shows together. I love putting together concerts and stuff like that. Like it's
events
just
and stuff.
Yeah. So it's fun for me, and I feel like that's combines music with my love for organizing and telling people where they gotta be. Because for real, because when I told you when I applied to CBS, I applied for CBS for all the stations, not just Hot.
Yeah.
And I told them I was like, I want to run the Grammys, and that's still something that I would love to be able to do. But so I'm in a weird place. I want to do the front of the scenes, and I want to master behind the scenes. Like I feel like in front of the scenes, I pretty much don't have it down, but it comes natural to me. So I kind of want a challenge of
something else. Yeah.
So I want to do both. Anything entertainment. I want to do all of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. I just feel like I see you more like on the scene though, because you just have the personality.
That's what
You're so easy to talk to.
You do. You have that
make
energy,
it fun. You have great energy.
Yes.
So
it comes so naturally for you.
Yeah, it really does. Like,
I think that's where I'm headed, honestly, because I did not ask to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
I like how you said that you let other jobs go because you know, like, this is what you want to do. And I think that's really good that you say that, because I bring this up a lot to Rosemary, especially. Like, that's one thing I struggle with. A lot. Shut up. Hater. What? She be just hating. I don't.
No. So she just needs to let it go.
But the difference is, in my case, the reason why is I have a family. I have daughters. So
absolutely.
It's different.
And
I totally understand when she does say that. But
I don't know if I was in a position. I think I made a video. I didn't post it on Instagram, but I will. Of if I had kids, I would have a completely different decision to make. Because like I said, I'm not making a lot of money there, and the time that I spend on all these other jobs, it takes away from me putting into this. Like I don't know where this is gonna end up. You know, a new company just took over. They can be like, oh yeah, who's that? Oh yeah, we don't need her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving up a lot of stuff. No, absolutely. People think it's all, you know, kiki. Oh, you on a station? That's what's up. Like I appreciate it. I'm blessed to have that position, but not a lot of people are willing to put in the work and willing to sacrifice. I still live home with my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something I wanted to be doing at 28 years old, but it's a part of the journey.
You know
what I'm saying?
Process.
Absolutely.
And that's what you gotta do. You gotta trust that.
It's give and take.
And I think it's more Pam kind of struggles because she does have a lot to hold in her, like with her job. She has her benefits, she has the pay, she has all that, which is, you know, once it's gone, but at the same time,
and I don't also want to leave the pressure on my husband to do it all himself.
Right.
So
I was gonna say your husband too.
But when the time is right, you'll know. You'll know, period. And you'll do it.
Yeah, and the thing is with me too, like you have the opportunity that you figured it all out prior to establishing a family, having kids. Whereas with me, I feel like now is that I'm starting to finally break out of my shell, because I've always been such an introvert. Like I'm not, I wasn't always the one. Like I wasn't always the one to just put myself out there. I was too shy. I didn't want to do it. But
you've been better.
Let me tell you that though. Let me tell you something about that, because I still struggle with that. Honestly, putting myself out there. One, because I've always been kind of self-conscious about my thoughts, honestly. Like, just when you grow up in an environment where people are always
judging you
know
and talking about you, ain't got something to
so I'm like,
say.
I don't want to really say anything because I might be misunderstood or I might be clowned or something like that. That plus my weight, I'm feeling like I can't apply to this job until my body's right. I can't do this until that's right. And I was in my head a long time. And I probably could have gotten started earlier if I wouldn't have been so scared. You know what I'm saying? You get trapped in your mind and you are your worst enemy when it comes to stuff like that. But I mean, I'm still trying to, like I said, I think those jobs, it was another way for me to hide behind, sis, you've been given this, get it together.
You got this,
but
get the gab.
Fact, and in my whole thing, I'm like, oh, I gotta go to my other job. Now you don't got that excuse, sis. So what you gonna do now? You know, it's like it's really like I have to push myself to be productive because I felt like me working on those jobs was I'm hustling. No, sis, hustling. Like, you can hustle like day to day, whatever, but you're trying to build for a future. Like it's a grind.
Yes, it really is.
So you gotta prioritize and figure that out.
Do you feel like you have to watch what you say since you're on the radio, or are you just like, whatever, I'ma just say what I want and not care?
Stand it, okay? Listen, I have no prior training with this radio thing. The mic was on, and that was
gonna be my next question.
You
so
know what I'm saying? So I didn't know like how to do a talk break. I still barely know how to do a talk break. I be writing my talk breaks down. I don't know what's going on.
What is a talk break? Break it down.
A talk break is like what you hear in between the music.
Okay.
So it could be as simple as it's Hot93.7. I'm Brittany Jay. This is a song that just played. This is a song that's coming up. A little stupid news bit and move on.
Okay.
It's Hot93.7. Shut it off.
Okay,
you know?
Gotcha.
Or it could be like the tea for the day, which is like 3 minutes of me just going.
I be trying to catch those tea in the days because I be at work though.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna start,
when I have a lunch break and you're on, I'm like, yeah, I gotta catch it. Because some people be coming up to you. I swear, I'm like, oh my god, how does she deal? Because the things that they say.
What is your do you have to like tone it down? Because I be like, girl, for real, like, are you serious right now?
Like, you think I go too hard?
No. I just like that you're very honest. That's why I asked you. Like, do you feel like you have to watch what you say? Because
sometimes yes, because people have said some negative things about me already, and I ain't even popping. And I'm like, I don't even got 2,000 followers. How you hating on me already?
For real.
But
I love her.
So somebody actually commented and said that I was racist and that I was ghetto.
Oh, okay. What?
And I was like, one thing I know for sure, I was saying that could be offensive, so I stopped it immediately. When somebody from jail actually wrote me a letter and said, yo, I'm white and I and I love you, but that one rubbed him the wrong way. And he came to me respectfully, so I was like, I never said it a day after that.
Okay.
It don't even come to my mind. But when he called me ghetto and racist, because I said something about light-skinned people. Anybody in the culture, Latino and black culture, you know what I mean, light-skinned tendencies. You're talking about light-skinned men and their tendencies. But he took it as, I meant, I guess, white, and I'm racist, and I'm ghetto, and I'm not ghetto. I'm far from that. I know what a hood rat is. I know what ghetto is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little urban. But,
there's a little flavor.
You know what I'm saying? A little spicy in life. But I'm not, by no means a street person. So I'm like... But that just means that I'm making noise, and that just means that people want to hear. But I absolutely do have to tune it down. Like Rex, he's one of my closest people, my closest friends there, and he always be like, "Oh, you can't go too far with that race thing. You can't go too far with that." And I'm like, "But what can I say?" Like, damn, I can't say nothing. Like, so it is a learning experience. It's definitely a learning curve. For real.
I can't say nothing out here.
I can't say nothing.
That's why I be like, damn, how does Charlamagne still have a job? Because he be saying stuff. I'm like,
if I ever feel down, I just go read that man's comments. When I got that negative comment from that guy, I went straight to Charlamagne page and read his comments. Like, yep, they called him all type
everything.
I was like, all right, I'm a freak now.
But
like,
some people really like love him. I'm like, wow, his success.
Because he's speaking his truth. I think that there's a way to go about speaking your truth, and that's one thing that I'm learning is trying to be. Help me be more creative in the way I say things, so that I'm not just blurting stuff out and getting in trouble. It's more like, all right, well, this is how I feel, but I don't want you to think that, like. It is a lot.
The political way of saying
PC. What is this people are so sensitive nowadays. Like
anything.
If it wasn't for stupid social media,
that's what
I could just really just go off. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but because
that's really what it is.
People have access to you. You know what I'm saying? They can just go right to your page and be like, I ain't like what you said. We're gonna start a protest. Like, what? Seriously, yo.
Messing with your money.
And I barely make it as it is. So y'all trying to take away my gas money? That's what y'all trying to do. Y'all don't want me to get to work tomorrow. Huh?
It's just funny because people think because you're on even if you're on 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe like people.
Boy, the wine went down. The wine went in the lungs. Hold on.
People think
I'm not on the entire show, but
people think you're probably making like 6-figure. You like the 6-figure
No,
chick.
that's I love when people assume things.
Yeah, you're so stupid. You see me?
Yeah.
Girl, this is from AliExpress. These bundles is AliExpress, sis. You feel me? I make my own wigs because I can't afford, a hairstylist. These nails is beat though. I had to pay for those. I can't do that myself. But
I was eyeing them.
But yeah, it's tough. But the people, the full timers, they make a salary, but part timers, we don't make salary.
And the full timer is Jenny Boom.
Yeah, Jenny Boom, Big Man, Buck Nancy, and Kid Fresh.
They've been the ones that have been around for a while because I know even the morning show they got a couple new people on the morning show.
Genesis, they're not full timers either though.
They're just the morning show as well.
Yeah, basically. Yep. And Late Night Love, Linda Reynolds, she's full timer too.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Just 5 full timers.
Her voice be killing me. She is
Late Night Love.
Let me tell
Linda
you.
Reynolds.
On the way home at night.
When you begin out that late shift,
I do too.
Jenny.
Linda Reynolds on Late Night Love. For real.
And she loves you. I be wanting to go to sleep. Oh yeah.
Her voice is so soothing.
So soothing. My kids go to sleep like this. I put her on. You see Ethan. Aww. Knocked out.
Yeah, that's the staple. They're staples. Yep.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest challenge for you being on the radio, being like in not be the spotlight because like you said you're a part-timer, but even still, like I'm sure you have your
some challenges
that you see.
I have a lot actually. No, my biggest, financially that's a challenge. But I'm so used to it by now. It's like if I get an extra $50, I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
But one of my challenges is finding my voice in it because like I said, like y'all asked me about do I have to mind myself when I speak. So I'm trying to find my voice by also containing it a little bit. So that's been a challenge for me. I've never actually been passionate about a job. So that's a challenge for me because I'm a very passionate speaker and a lot of times I get misunderstood for having a temper and it's like, no, I just want this to be dope. I want to express myself. I want you to know this is why I'm here. And that's been a struggle that I've had, just like with everybody. And they're like, the other day, Jenny was like, oh, Brittany, you don't play. And I'm like, I don't want to
but
give
Jenny
you that.
don't either.
No,
she seems
don't,
like she got like a strong character too.
Absolutely. But they're getting to know me.
Gotcha.
Like she's been there mad long and I'm out there. I'm a part-timer. I don't got no contract. I could easily get fired. But I still speak my mind because I'm just like, I don't know nothing else.
But I think you need that in that kind of field though.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
You know, if you stand there, you have to stand your ground and be your character because if not, then what's your personality?
Absolutely. So that's one of my struggles and also just trying to build up my name outside of the station because like you said, I'm not on the entire show and I do have the thing on the 6 in the morning, but I'm trying to find my lane with them and also outside of that. Like how do I make this into a whole situation for myself? Like even if I never become a full-timer there, that'll be fine because I got gigs with other things because of what I do.
Exactly.
That's kind of where my focus is now. So, I'm just my brain is always trying to work and figure out what my next step is going to be.
That's good.
What's the best part about being on the radio?
People just be like,
they think, right? You're like a celebrity, like,
it's the weirdest thing. Like I Uber. I be everywhere. So I Uber and some people open up and I'll be like, I don't tell everybody, but some people I do tell and they'll be like, I had some people get out the car, they're like, oh my God, we need to get you on my Snapchat. I listen to you every single day and I don't even realize that I'm touching
I was like, I'm a Snapchat.
You stupid. You're stupid. But it's the weirdest thing to me that I love that I touch people that I don't even know. And it gets a little weird though because they think that they know me. So when they be like, it's me, and I'm like, me who? And they're not even your little thing on my Instagram. I don't know who you are, but like that's the dopest thing is like knowing that me being myself is people just gravitate towards that.
Yeah. I think it's cool too. Like when I first met you, we met at the at Johnny Cash's event.
Timeless Gala.
The Timeless Gala. Yep. So I was like, oh my God, Brittany Jay. Oh my God, like
I was so mad I couldn't go.
I was like, wait. Oh my God, but she's just mad cool. And then you just started talking like nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, she's really like down to it because you don't know what to expect sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like I feel when I've seen Jenny Boom before, and Jenny Boom, she doesn't really. I mean, she's very standoffish. She doesn't really say much.
She'll talk like she's cool as but I don't know if I feel like years in the game.
Yeah, she's kind of like whatever.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
you know,
we
like,
do get tired.
I see you. That's what's up.
Yeah.
How you do it?
So
I'm over here.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh wow, she's really down to earth. Like I didn't expect this since I just assumed, you know, you live the lavish media life, you know.
I told her straight from that day. I was like, sis.
You bet. I want your job, Brittany. She was like, no, you don't,
You
girl.
don't want it. I mean, you can want it, but you gotta really want it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's true.
I drive 600 miles a week to be there. It's 50 miles up and 50 miles back, 6 days a week.
What?
600 miles a week.
Wow.
Girl.
So you're only on 93.7. Is there? Do you do gigs in New York? Did you say?
No, I
you
wish
don't
I
anymore.
did.
Okay, I thought you said that you did.
No.
Well, doors will open.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully
They
I gotta
will.
make sure I gotta figure out how to make them open.
They will.
How has it been meeting celebs? Because I know you met celebs with
That's
you.
always fun. It's fun because I feel like they're used to a certain kind of person when they come to a station, and I just be like, what up? You know, like when I met Rick Ross for the first time, I was like, hey boo, and he was like, who? Like, who let her in here? Like, I was like, yo, you about to come talk to us, have a seat,
Sit down right here next to me.
Yeah, have us wine, so he's fine. And like a few weeks ago, Mano, he came and he had his fly Brooklyn hat on, his gray hat, I Heart Brooklyn on, or whatever. So I'm like, I thought they gave me the hat because they were like, but they were giving it to me to give to him. So I'm sizing it up, I'm putting it on, like, this is my hat. So when I realized it wasn't for me, I went and asked him, like, can I have your hat? Like, can I have this? I know you got more, it's fine.
Yeah,
so he turned me down. He was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? My head gonna be cold. I'm like, you know, it's fine. So then later on, he's like, yo, we good, B? We good? I'm like, yeah, we fine, you know? So at the end, before they left, his manager had him sign it and they gave it to me. And I was like, I knew I was gonna get what I wanted. Like, I'm always messing with them. And one of my other favorite stories, one last one, you ever watch Martin?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's an episode with Tommy Davidson. Y'all know who Tommy Davidson is? He was on like In Living Color and whatever. So on this episode of Martin, I think it's season 3, whatever, he goes to LA to try to be on Varnell Hill show. Varnell Hill. So watch this episode tonight. Go home.
I got you.
So and then go to my Instagram and see what I did with him. So he did it. No, seriously. So he did a song on the show like Varnell Hill. Da, 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 da. So I had him sing that song on the radio and I sang it with him. It was a hot mess. He forgot the lyrics and everybody thought it was like, yo, this is legendary because everybody who's into that show knows what exactly what episode it is. It's always on rerun. So go watch that episode.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to watch
Yeah.
it. Refresh my memory because I know I've seen all of them.
Yeah, it's like I want to say season 2, and they go to LA. I forgot the name of the episode. Damn, I can't remember.
We'll
I think
find
it's like
it, I'm sure.
Hollywood something, part 1 and 2, whatever. But yeah, so that was fun.
So are you timed when you're on air? Like, are your segments timed? Because I noticed that all radio personalities talk super fast. Like, oh, Hot93.7. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
talk fast too.
yeah,
There's
do we?
You do. I don't.
What?
There's no.
I'd be like, oh my
I'm just
gosh.
because I'm Spanish. I don't mean to. Sorry.
Right. I do
No,
the same
it's
thing all the
good.
time. I talk fast naturally, so it ends up working out. But
what I'm saying,
a lot of times, there's no timer, but you're not supposed to talk too long unless it's a specific segment. So we're supposed to really honestly talk out one song into the next. Some people, you'll notice that they the music drops off because they turn the music off so that they can keep their words
shut
out
up.
before they hit the post. But yeah, like it's not time, but you're supposed to have that little thing, and then the segment itself, like you try to keep it within like one instrumental, like if you're gonna do a segment.
Yeah. Cool. How was it working with Ricky DeVista? Because I remember he used to do just Trending Tuesdays.
Yeah,
in the
I
morning.
didn't really work with him. He
Oh,
did the
that's right,
morning
he did the
show,
morning, yeah.
and then him and Melissa are both gone. So,
Yeah.
but when I met
They
him
were
a few
there very
times,
short term, I feel, because Melissa, I heard her just, I feel like shortly, like for a few
yeah,
months.
because honestly,
And then-
because she was there for like 2.5 years.
Oh, was she there for
But
that long?
I think that she started off kind of not talking as much the same way I did, and then they slowly let her talk more.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Okay, yeah, because Ricky, I know he used to do. I used to love him too on
Tuesdays,
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what
That
he
was
gonna
a
say
good
today?
time. Yeah, he's a hot
But now
mess.
he's in New York, I think. or
Yeah, he's
something.
living it up out there.
He's doing big things. I heard he's
Yeah,
been with
that's
Mona
good.
Scott or something now.
Because he was, I remember seeing him in a few of the
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, in the
reunions, like in the
audience.
audience.
Oh, okay.
Like, what is he doing?
What are you doing
sitting
there?
there with
What
glasses on.
are you sitting there for?
And he's styling people and
You
stuff,
know?
so he's
Yeah,
doing big
he's
things.
doing-
Hey.
That's when I said, I was like, oh, okay, because I follow him on Twitter, so I think he had said something about in Jersey. I'm like, you're not in Connecticut no more, because I noticed that there was no more Trending Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, nah, boo, I'm in Jersey. I was like, the nerve.
The nerve.
I used to listen every Tuesday.
Like, what am I doing on Tuesdays now? What am I doing?
You know? I mean, now he goes on IG Live and he'll do his thing there.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
So he still does it a little bit, but I can't always catch it because I got to go to work. So
Exactly.
So I, of course, this is like the question that you probably get all the time, but what type of advice would you give to someone like us that we're just starting out? We're trying to kind of be in the same shoes that you are. I would love to be a personality. I would love to. My dream is to do hosting, not really radio. I want to do more TV, Grammys. I want to be in the Grammys right with you, girl.
Sis,
Girl, you know, I think we'll make an awesome
see y'all
team.
there already.
When I met y'all, I said we'll make a great team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to?
Well, from what I've learned so far, like, honestly, you just cannot stop, and you really have to put yourself out there. But as far as getting into things, I can't even. I'm trying to think. Use whatever you had to get what you want. That sounds like a stripper quote from Players Club. But literally, use what you have to get what you want. You want the sound effects? You trying to play me over there? But like, don't think of any opportunity as too small.
Yeah.
Don't think about money. You got to do things for free.
Yeah.
What else? Just like I learned from you guys the same way y'all trying to learn from me. Like being here, I was like, look at the setup in here. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be constant. You have to be open, because just because I'm at 93.7 doesn't mean like, oh, that's the pinnacle of greatness and that's the end. Like, no, I'm looking at what y'all got going on. I'm like, I'm asking him how he edit his videos. You gotta be constantly.
You saw that promo video though?
Well,
that was the champ.
That's the champ.
We got a tool. We got a tool, man. We got a
like PM.
Nah, feeling over there.
That's my champ.
But that's all I can say. No opportunity is too small, and like, I mean, just don't promote yourself, because the one thing that people don't like, you think that, I can't really explain it, but for me, I'm just so self-conscious about like, well, yeah, I work there, but I don't want people to want things from me, or you know what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying.
It's like, F it, you might want something from me, I could easily block your ass, but you gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just don't ever stop putting yourself out there, and don't turn down any opportunities. People will say like, like even people I worked with, don't do anything for free. Guess I'm gonna do things for free, because I need to get my name out there.
Yeah.
You've been in this game for mad years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take whatever I can get my hands on.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry I didn't have anything more deep for you.
We weren't looking for anything deep. That was a great answer.
Okay.
So I think that's all we have, because we were only supposed to stay until 8. So I was trying to keep the show our half of the show short, because I figured we was gonna be chatting for a while. So
yeah.
So all right, guys. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursday for the We Break Silence show. They air at 8 o'clock.
Oh, wait, can I shout myself out? What's going on?
Of course, I'm so
like,
sorry.
Yeah, like,
I am so sorry. I got caught up. I'm sorry. If anyone's looking for you, how can we find you?
Y'all can hit me on Instagram at It's Brittany Jay. That's ITSBRITTANYJAY.
Okay, how many times did you practice that? Because even on the radio, you're like,
that's naturally. Because I get it every day.
Every day, you're like, follow me at It's Brittany Jay, ISTE Brittany.
I have to
I'm
spell
like,
it because people like they spell Brittany with a TNEY. I'm like J with just a J. They don't realize that I'm saying it's. They just be like at Brittany Jay, and they following random people, so I gotta spell it out for the kids.
Every time I hear Brittany, she's like, follow me at Brittany Jay at INTSBRETYAJAY.
And you still spell it wrong. I gotta do it more. See?
Well, I'm gonna get it wrong because I don't have as much practice as you do.
I can't do it.
Well, Brittany, thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure.
Invite me again or something.
Of course, anytime. You don't need to invite me.
You do not. You can just bust through the door.
I know what it is now too. I didn't know what I was going. I thought it was a warehouse. No, I never been to Brookfield. This is different. Okay,
You never been to this side of the state.
I was telling E, I was like, I gotta make sure that I put the GPS for highway, because the GPS took me on the back roads, and since I didn't know I was gonna hit a deer or a Trump supporter. I didn't know what was off there. I didn't know what was going on. I was scared.
Bridgeport is like Route 25, right?
Right, but it didn't take me that way. Waze be trying me, yo. Waze don't want me to be saved.
It's the app. It's the app.
I gotta say Trump support. Girl, it's one or the other. I don't know. It looked like it out here. I don't know.
My friend, where can we find you?
Oh my God, hold on. Okay, on Instagram and Facebook, you can find me at Painted Rose Artistry, and on my website, www.paintedrose.com.
Nice.
And I am Pam Rosario at PAMROS.
Get it together. Get it together.
at PAMROSARIO
Underscore. Get the underscore, sis. That's important.
I am at Pam Rosario _ on Instagram and Twitter. Check out my website, PamelaRosario.com. Make sure you guys download the New Villa app. Also, check out our website, www.newvillaentertainment.com. Check out the We Break Silence show. They're on Thursday at 8 p.m. And
y'all got more going on than me. I gotta get my cookies up. YouTube coming soon.
I'll be on there.
Stay tuned for the YouTube channel from Miss Brittany Jay. I gotta practice it.
We gonna figure it out.
We're gonna get it. Thank you guys for listening. It's been super fun chatting with Miss Brittany Jay. Thank you again for coming, and we will catch you guys next week, same time at 7 p.m. on New Villa Radio. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
This is New Villa Entertainment.